easily see with our eyes, but are very much real and have an impact on life on Earth. So we talk about celestial objects, and comets, radiation, and viruses. So we have a new virus that's coming out of China as of just a short time ago, a few weeks ago or so. Today is January 24th, 2020. It's creating a tremendous stir. Certainly, there's misinformation, but also there is some hair splitting being done. One of the foundational topics of debate, of course, with any virus is its origin. And China has already disinfected the fish markets in Wuhan that they believe that this has come from. So we may never find out the origin. But more hair splitting is definitely going to be required. And regarding origin, this new virus called 2019 novel coronavirus, novel meaning it is a brand new virus we've never seen before. Life truly starts at the infinitesimal. But this is the third strain of coronavirus that is known to frequently cause severe symptoms in humans, pneumonia and respiratory sicknesses. And looking at the new coronavirus here, it definitely compares to MERS and SARS, which are two other coronaviruses originating from bats primarily. So one of the subjects that's being the hair's being split here regarding origin is whether this virus has come from bats or it is originating from possibly some other zoonotic source, maybe even snakes. The Chinese came out a few days ago looking at the Codon usage of the virus and comparing it with other animal reservoirs from which these patterns come. And they concluded that there is that this virus, this typical coronavirus, has mixed with some other unknown virus, but that there appears to be, from just anomalies they see, they are suggesting maybe that snake is that other unknown source. So this virus started out in animals and got transmitted to humans, and now it's transmitting from humans to humans. It has an element to it that is of an unknown source. And, of course, anyone tuning into these coronaviruses since the late 90s and such, we've been waiting for a mutated, wildly infectious human-to-human strain of this. I mean, it's just been a matter of time, a matter of when, not whether it will happen or not. But these Chinese scientists, they suggested that the animal reservoirs of this Codon usage, they suggest that perhaps it is of snake origin. Of course, this really riled up a lot of other scientists that are refuting this, saying most likely and apparently this new virus is of bat origin, or even 3 subspecies, showing mixture, but also anomalies. Maybe even an anomaly of just a single unknown step in the resequencing or of the mutation. But, and as you look at the coronavirus here, this was taken recently under an electron microscope, and when compared to SARS and MERS, I mean, they're definitely very similar. They get the Corona name not from the beer from Mexico, but because of the halo around these when looked at under electron microscopes. The word corona meaning sun, and this was a new phenomenon as of just a little under 3 decades ago. It's something that is now visible to human eyes and alive and finding hosts and doing its damage. These scientists that are refuting the Chinese scientists that were speaking of a possible snake origin in the transmission like a snake that might have eaten a bat or something. Or the Chinese do drink snake blood. They do eat bat soup. They eat live mice. I mean, their diet is definitely bizarre and foreign to the rest of the world, and especially the West. And so the scientists, they compared the codon usage with other animals, and while there's commonalities in the patterns between SARS and MERS, um, at the same time, we're seeing some anomalies in the snake column or the pink column. This graphic, this is just a real simplification of something complex. But yes, if you see on the graph on the right, SARS and MERS and this new coronavirus all follow a similar pattern in their codon usage. I think the Chinese, when they looked at this, or maybe they only looked at one chart, or maybe the source of data, they saw that there was an anomaly in the snake column that was off by just zero point 0.02 degrees of what they're measuring on these charts and this usage. And they saw these anomalies that didn't fit with SARS and MERS just identically, and used it to make a suggestion. And I'm only saying that because the scientists that have mentioned snake origin are really getting hammered now by the rest of a lot of other scientists from CDC and World Health Organization. But again, in all fairness, their article says they're suggesting, they weren't concluding that, but they were acknowledging the unknown origin of a mix or of some piece of this puzzle. This here is additional charts of codon usage where they're comparing the new virus with SARS and MERS, and again you'll see similar in the one to the right, but to the left the new virus has a slight anomaly where the degree is a little less than what they're tracking here in this codon usage, which is DNA. Codon usage is all, it has to do with the DNA and the sequences of certain things within DNA. But I say no matter how this is spliced, it's not good. If you've been watching the news at all, or even digging a little bit, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, China missed that golden opportunity to really get ahead of this back in December, and they sat on it for a little while. But again, they did move with some speed. They did identify it. They did give it to the World Health Organization just a few days, I believe, before the New Year's. But bottom line is, we have a brand new virus. It's a novel virus. Humanity's never seen this before. It has rapid transmission capabilities and an insidious symptomatic impact of just 2 to 14 days, meaning people can be sick and you not know it for some time, and it spreads still. This will aid in the spread. Currently, of all the officially documented cases and deaths, which were in the 1200s with 41 deaths as of tonight, that's a 4% death rate, and this is 3 to 4% death rate, and the Spanish flu had a 10 to maybe 20%. So we're just in a few weeks here after this has been mainstream. There's over 33 million people in lockdown in China in multiple cities. They shut down 70,000 movie theaters. They're restricting travel of all public transportation into these areas and out of